There's a lot of great tips when it comes to mosaics. However, this one is the one that I would consider to be the most important tip that everyone should follow. So anyway, let's get into the video. When creating mosaics, pretty well everyone knows that the mosaic is only going to be as good as the materials that you use. And it's the same thing when you're building a house and, well, pretty well anything that you're going to be creating. And that leads me to what I consider to be the most important tip when creating mosaics. And that is to read the technical and manufacturer's safety data sheets. Now, I know there's going to be people out there going, oh no, that's just too difficult, it sounds too technical. Well, in actual fact, it's not that technical, nor is it that difficult. You may only need to read a paragraph. But the difference between reading those and getting advice that may be incorrect for your particular mosaic will be the difference between success and heartache. Now, the data sheets are generally available on the manufacturer's website for you to view or for you to download. Now, if they're not on there, then perhaps you need to ask the question, why doesn't the manufacturer have those data sheets on their website? So what I thought I would do is I thought I'd have a look at a couple of products and just go through and show you how easy it is to read these data sheets, because they are going to save you a lot of heartache if you use the wrong product for the wrong environment. I'm just looking at the Thankyou Sanitized Tile and Grout Sealer, and just near it is the product data sheet. And also there's some other documents as well. Now, if you can't see those data sheets near the product that you're looking at, then you can always do a search on the website. And if you still can't locate them, then contact the manufacturer and they should be able to email them to you. Now, you can also do a Google search, and if it's a well-known product, the chances are those data sheets will just show up in your Google search as well. Now, if we go to the actual product data sheet for this sanitized tile and grout sealer, this is a very small one. It's only a couple of pages, but it does contain critical information such as the surface you can do it on, the product information as far as the coverage goes, the drying times, what it's going to look like when it's cured, which is clear. It also tells you that there's specific things you need to take notice of when using it or after you've used it, and of course the correct application and also the surface preparation. So as you can see, these are very, very easy to read, but imperative, because that means that you don't necessarily have to go by people's opinions. You're doing your own due diligence to make sure you're going to be using it correctly. The same thing also applies to the safety data sheet as well. It tells you what's in it, and also if there's any hazardous chemicals or dangerous goods, which in this case, this one has in very big red letters. And it also gives you these pictograms or labels. So this product requires more safety precautions than others that are out there in the marketplace. And it says danger here to begin with. That's the signal word. So there are, hazard statements here regarding skin irritation, flammable liquid and vapor, all things like that. And your first aid procedures. Again, this is really quite easy to read. There's a lot of information on this one where quite a few of them don't have all this information. So there's a lot there, and certainly your personal protection, you require a respirator, protective boots, full gear, plus gloves as well, protective gloves. Safety glasses as well, with side shields, chemical goggles. So there's quite a lot here to be taken into account. So for myself, I personally would not be using this particular product. Now, just a last one to look at, Soudal Fix All. It's got some features here. But again, the downloads of the technical data sheet, the safety data sheet, the VOC statement, the food safety certificate is all here for you to open up and have a look at. So if we go to the technical data sheet, the Fix All technical data sheet, it gives you a description of what it can do, what to look out for, the shelf life, which is all important. So we're not governed by what people tell us, because some of that information could be incorrect. We can actually see it for ourselves, and that's why these are important to read, and they're very easy to read. It tells you the remarks on do not use in expansion joints. It tells you cannot be used in glazing sealant, bonding in aquariums, cannot be used on natural stone. All important things, and they're generally in point form, which makes it very, very easy to read. So looking at the Soudal safety data sheet, it's non-hazardous chemical, non-dangerous goods. Now that doesn't mean we ignore this data sheet, because we are still dealing with chemicals and there are still basics that you still want to take as safety precautions and some common sense as well. But based on available information, this material is not classified as hazardous according to criteria of Safe Work Australia. But it's always wise to look through these. There's first aid measures, firefighting measures, accidental release measures, exposure controls and personal protection and stuff like that. You know, gloves and apron, which is really good to know about. Well, I hope the video has helped you. I hope you've taken something away from it. If you go to the description box of this video and click on show more, you'll be able to see some links to some products and also links to some other videos that you may be interested in as well. And if you have any comments, put them down in the bottom of the comment section of the YouTube channel. If you're using some products that you think we might be interested in, put them down there. I'm sure others would like to have a read of them as well as myself, and I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy.